What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and we got two clutches to show you today. It is a good day here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. One clutch, not so good. The other clutch, very good. Let's go inside, where we are right now, actually, and let's take a look. One was from yesterday, actually, my daughters helped me with. The good one was from today. You're gonna love this one. Stay tuned. I wanted to show you guys this snake. I don't know if I've shown you this. This is a motley Blackeyed Anery of the Ralph Davis reptile line, lineage. So it's an anery, but we know this Blackeyed Anery. No one, they have black eyes, but number two, this little girl's in shed. But they also, not only do they reduce the red, they remove yellow too, which is very unusual. It's really kind of an axanthic slash aneutheristic morph. If you've ever seen any of the albino versions of these, they stay very, very white because most boas get yellow as they get older. This Blackeyed Anery helps remove the yellow as well as the red. And I think motley works really well with this. You can see you get a really dark, and this is in a really nice sunlight. You get a really dark snake, you get that little motley pattern on the top. You got those jet black eyes, and this is also possible het VPIT positive. So really nice looking little girl. Hold back for me. I caught my green tree python drinking in the dark. Luckily I have a light on my video camera. Pretty cool. They do drink. They like to do it at night. He never comes off that perch except at night. Pretty amazing. All right, I got my two helpers, Shayla and Aria here. And we have a very nasty, yeah, we have a lot of slugs, that's right, Shayla. And one possible booby egg that might be good.
I got a marker.
Yeah, you got the marker. Okay, thank you. That's a Mandarin that was bred to my GHI Mojave pastel clown male, hopefully making, you know, double het, or I should say Mandarin het clown stuff. It doesn't look like we're gonna get very much here. You know, it's funny, I saw a million locks during the year, and yeah, she's a little nasty, she's mad, but we saw a lot of locks on this, and yeah, we still got infertils, and that just goes to show you. And these are two proven breeders. She bred last year, and the year before that, he bred.
And we don't know if the booby's dead, the booby egg is dead.
Right, we're gonna check that booby egg out to see if there's any vessels in a minute, but let's get her out of here because she's in a very bad mood first. Okay guys, here's our beautiful Mandarin girl. Unfortunately, we got all slugs, except for the one. I still haven't candled it.
A good one.
That might be a good one. I hope you're right. I do hope you're right, because we can still hopefully potentially get a Mandarin that's het clown. That's what we're looking for.
Peacocks out here.
There's a lot of peacocks out here, yeah. So she just got washed off. She's gonna go into her new tub. I'm actually arranging a whole Mandarin rack now. We're gonna put all the Mandarins. And you guys gonna check those eggs out, that one egg out? That one booby?
I want yes.
Okay, they're happy to get one egg. I'm upset, but you know what? One is better than none. What's up, snake fans? This is gonna be a good one. I told you that we're gonna get some good clutches coming. Let's take a look. This is my Inchi Hypo hurricane female that is also 100% het rainbow. She is responsible for producing my Ultraviolet I produced 2 years ago, which was the Super Hurricane Inchi Hypo Rainbow. And I'm going to show you that male in a little bit, because that son that she produced 2 years ago was the father of this clutch, because we're going to go for some more insane looking rainbow stuff. Let's take a look. She took the year off last year, actually, which I'm kind of happy, you know. And I see a couple slugs. I see some good eggs in there. We're going to try to take a peek without getting our hands bit off here. And she's definitely sitting on a bunch of eggs, but she doesn't seem to be too happy about it. So we do the old paper towel trick. We cover her up. What she doesn't see won't hurt her. Oh, that's some nice eggs there. Wow.
That's no slugs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is there 9 or 10 eggs there? All right, we're gonna take her away from her eggs, even though she's not gonna be happy about that. And or maybe she will be, because she's probably tired. And then we're gonna clean her up. We're gonna wash her up, put her in her own tub. We're gonna candle those eggs, And man, oh, we're gonna say our prayers to get more ultraviolets and maybe even better than that. All right, guys, I wanted to show you the male father, sire to that clutch. This is my, what I call my ultraviolet, one of my favorite, probably one of the best, most original snakes that I produced in my breeding career. And this is what I believe to be a super hurricane, Enchi, maybe super Enchi, but I think it's Enchi. Rainbow, Hypo. Look at these colors, look at the purples in here, look at this. I mean, this is just an exquisite snake, and this is a full-grown adult male, you know, who's obviously now a proven breeder. And that just goes to show you how great Rainbow looks as it ages. It does not get worse. It gets different. I think it gets better different. Now, when this snake was born, it was really purple and orangey, and it got, you know, all ball pythons, probably pretty much all snakes get a little yellow as they get older, but this boy is exquisite. And if we can produce more of these and maybe even better versions of these, especially if he's not super hurricane, maybe make a super hurricane version. I think he is super hurricane though, and obviously make a super Enchi version of this. I'm over the top with joy. Plus, he sired, I think, a few more clutches that, you know, hopefully we'll be getting some eggs from, and some that will be hatching soon too. So I think he's going to be retired for the rest of the season. I want to make sure he starts eating. You know, he did a lot of breeding this year, and we don't want to lose him, of course, by overbreeding him. So he's off for the rest of the year. Let's go take a look at those eggs. All right, so now we're going to look at the eggs. You can see obviously this little smudge is the embryo here. We have veins, and this is called candling the eggs. I guess in the old days they used candles, now we use cell phones. So we're going to put these right side up, and then we'll mark them when we're done looking at them all. She laid them in this direction, so I would probably, well, no, this one was turned. This one was turned here. So let's see if we see that little smudge mark there. I think the smudge is almost up here a little bit. This one might have been upright a little bit more. We'll put it over here. And we'll put the next egg. And there we go. There's a little smudge right there. If you can see that. Now, I found out the hard way the other day. My son, we had an 11 egg clutch. If you guys watch the channel on a regular basis, you'll remember that 11 egg clutch. My son dropped it. I told him don't try to put the lid on. You know, 6-year-olds try to put the lid on. He knocked over the whole egg crate. All the eggs fell on the cement floor, and I put them back in. They looked all right, but every one of them turned moldy in about 3 or 4 days later. So I'm assuming that the embryo somehow detached from the blood vessels and the egg, and it died. That's just was my very valid lesson, and it was a very hard lesson I learned, was you got to supervise your kids here. And my daughters are great. My son's a lunatic. You know, he's like I was probably when I was a kid. He acts before he thinks, and you know, obviously we're dealing with snake lives here, so we don't want to lose any snakes for silly reasons, especially a whole clutch. There's that smudge mark there. These are really nice and plump eggs, so they're very well hydrated, which is nice. Sometimes the eggs will be a little dehydrated. I think we caught them pretty much right after she laid them, and that's important too, because if you do that, you're going to have a much better chance of getting, you know, good quality eggs. All right, and here's the last smudge mark. So all good. These are all good eggs. All right. So it looks like we have all good eggs here. Now we're going to arrange them in the egg box here so they're not touching the walls, because we don't want to get condensation dripping onto them and then they get a mold. You know, my experience is a lot of people worry about mold. I really believe a lot of mold has to do with the fact that the eggs are just not good. Now, there can be conditions where they're too wet or the eggs are being totally saturated where they can get moldy, but usually a good quality egg doesn't get moldy and die unless there's something wrong with what's in there. Because I've put like antifungal powders on eggs that look like they were turning moldy, and 99% of the time those eggs just never get, the mold may go away, but the eggs just never, you know, come to, you know, hatch. Once in a blue moon I might save an egg and I have an embryo or a snake that actually makes it. So mold is usually an indicator that the egg is not good, but I always say try to save everything you can possibly save. All right, so these are marked. We're going to put nice saran wrap on them, put them right into the incubator, and in 60 days we're going to say our prayers and hopefully get some really cool stuff. All right, with the peacocks squawking in the back, I have this beautiful Onyx Nail here. That's double het for Honduran T positive and Nicaraguan T positive. A really unique double het with a lot of power and potential here. And this snake might be going out the door. Someone was interested in it, so I figured, you know what, while I'm taking pictures of it, I might as well do a nice video on it. As you guys know, the Onyx boas are the super dwarf boas. They're really the tiniest of tiny. They're really cool, and you know, I've mixed them into a lot of different morphs now, and I'm starting to let a couple go because I've been hoarding them for a number of years now. And every year I let a cut like 1 or 2 go, but I'm gonna start moving a few more. We just had that that Onyx head blood clutch, or I should say litter, the other day, and actually someone already bought one of those. Ironically enough, they wanted it, and they're very appealing because they're small, they're tiny, they're cool looking, they got good genes in them, and they have really nice temperaments. And so this boy might be going. I think I have one more maybe with him too. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Super happy with that 9-egg clutch. I think it was 9 eggs, right, that we got from that Hypo Enchi Het Rainbow, bred to my ultraviolet male.
Hurricane,
I forgot. Yeah, Pablo corrected me. Thank you. I can't forget that. Hypo Enchi Hurricane Het Rainbow female that was bred by the Ultraviolet, which is the Super Hurricane Enchi Hypo Rainbow male. And if we can make more of those ultraviolets, or maybe even a super ultraviolet, which is what I'm thinking we might call it, if we hit some other amazing stuff in there, that's going to be tremendous. And so in 60 days, we'll know. Like I said, we had a bad day yesterday. Today was a good day. That's the way it goes with snake breeding, guys. You have the ups and the downs. You take the ups. I mentioned to you, my son had dropped the clutch of eggs on the floor, and unfortunately, they all didn't make it. So bad things do happen. And you know what? Pablo and I were just talking about this, and you know, because there's always something going on in the snake room that's either not right, or you got to fix. Snake is sick or something like that. And it stinks to have to learn by experience, but it's the greatest lesson you'll ever learn, because you don't make those mistakes again, and you know how to deal with those mistakes when they come up again. Experience is nothing better than experience. You can't pay for, there's no tuition you can pay for, there's no college you can go for, there's no internship you can do that will replace experience. Do it yourself. Don't worry about things go wrong. Enjoy the things that go right and learn from those mistakes so that you never make them again. And maybe you can help teach other people, and that's what I like to do. If I make a mistake and do something stupid, I'd like to tell you guys about it so that you don't make the same mistake I did. All right, guys, I hope you like what you're seeing. If you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit your like button, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning.